I look like a pineapple. Yeah, for you. No, there's too much hair. Hey guys, it's Alice. Welcome back to my channel. I know I don't normally wear my hair up, but it was just really puffy today, so, and one side is like straight and the other one's wavy, so you are looking at my new room. Still haven't done a room tour. Today's video is going to be my September wrap up. I also forgot the battery chargers for my camera batteries, so we're gonna have to speed through this, and the window's so noisy because we have trains, and the thought of all of these issues is like stressing me out, and I'm starting to sweat anyway. And I'm sat down, which I don't normally do. Normally I'm stood and I'm bouncy, but my fairy lights, the plug is balanced on my tripod, so if I move it they will fall down. So if you haven't seen me before, hi, my name's Alice. Really great to meet you. I hope you enjoy this and I haven't put you off too much already by my like messing with my hair and the lack of makeup and the stress. There's a lot of stress in my life right now. So I will be telling you about all the books I read in September. September feels like it has lasted 5 years, because for the first 3 weeks of September I was living here in this house in Brighton by myself. Those weeks stretched. Those 3 weeks felt like 3 months. I'm gonna have to flip this, aren't I? These are all the books I read in September. The reason I've decided to film this now is because the person in the room over there is not here this weekend, so I won't be annoying him by filming. How many books did I read? 7. 7's quite good. I did start another one, but then I got internet, and then when the internet arrived I had to do uni reading, and then more people moved down and I'd be seeing friends. I know I have friends. Anyway, my voice is going. But we're just going to get on with this video because this intro is like 5 minutes long. Oh, I need my phone to check on Goodreads. Did I even put Goodreads in? Because who knows, because I had no internet and I used all my 4G, so I need to sneeze. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Go on, hit me. The first book I read in September was Spyglass by Maria V. Schneider. I love this book series. However, I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars, which is I think the lowest that I've given any book from her series before. If you're not aware, this is part of a 9-book series which kind of contains 3 mini trilogies. The first one follows someone called Yelena, this one follows Opal, and this is the 3rd book in the 2nd trilogy. And this is going to be a spoiler, but I just couldn't get over her ending up with the bad one. I understand that people can change, people get better, people improve, but to marry the man that tortured you, torture multiple times, on multiple occasions, it was just a bit too much for me to wrap my head around, and it kind of put me off a little bit. But apart from that, I love the magic in this world. I did feel like Opal's bit went on a little bit too long. I kind of lost interest with her. I'm obviously carrying on with the rest of the series because I love her. The next book I read, again I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. We're off to a very bad start. Is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Please don't hate me. Everybody loves this book, but I didn't. I can see how I may have enjoyed it more, you know, let's say when it was like October, around Halloween time, feeling really dark and dingy and grey. I haven't seen the movie of this. You know, this is a really interesting book. It's got loads of little pictures in it, but I had such high hopes for it. I knew it was obviously about peculiar children, but I didn't really know what it was about. But like, I'm not even bothered about buying the 2nd and 3rd book, and that really upsets me because everybody loves this series. So many booktubers that I love their recommendations, love it, and I just didn't. I mean, I would watch the movie if it was like casually on TV. That's so fucking creepy. A crow just landed across the road. Okay. If like the movie was on TV, I would watch it, but I really didn't like it as much as I thought it would, so I did give it a 3. I understand why some people would like it. It wasn't my favourite, I'm not gonna lie, sorry. The next book I read was, again, another Maria V. Schneider book, and this is Shadow Study. So this is book number 4 about Yelena, but in the entire series it's technically book number 7. It's very confusing, I know, but obviously, so this one we go back to Yelena, and in this she gets injured in a way that strips her of her magical abilities, and so she is in trouble. I again love her and Valak, and I love how obviously this is whilst they're older. This is like 8 years down the line from the first book. I can't talk much about it because I don't want to spoil it, but again, great fantasy series. I feel like I need to get through this series just so I can stop talking about it because I feel like it's getting so annoying. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars, more like the Maria V. Schneider books that I know. This next one, right, this is a new release which is called Royals by Rachel Hawkins, and I loved it. It was a very lovely, welcome, contemporary break from the fantasy and creepy books that I had been reading. This is about a girl called Daisy whose older sister is just about to marry the Prince of Scotland. Obviously Scotland doesn't have a prince, so it's not real life. But her sister is about to marry the Prince of Scotland, and so she has to go to Scotland to help be a part of the wedding, to show that, you know, her sister's like this ideal American, really great gal who the public should love, and everyone thinks that she's gonna go with the prince's younger brother. Someone on my powerlifting group chat has just put, "I love being ignored by Bay." We fucking wish, hun. We wish. Anyway, I thought the Daisy was the funniest thing in the world. I'm trying to remember why I gave this 4, not 5. I think the ending was just, I completely expected it, and I think the romantic interest that she does lean more towards. We were shown their relationship, but I feel like we never actually got to know them as a couple. So when they, you know, so my favourite phrase that I've been talking about in my own life this month has been catching feelings. When they start catching feelings, it just didn't really make sense to me, because I didn't feel like I knew him and her together well enough. Separately I knew them, but together I didn't know them quite well enough. So that's why I gave it a 4. I flew through this in a day. It was the funniest thing ever. When she first meets her future brother-in-law's brother, he's meant to be like the most attractive person since the Greek gods. I'm not going to go through the it's funny. If I can get through this with a straight face, it's not going to happen. One thing I've learned from being around Ellie these past couple of years is that no one is actually as pretty or handsome as they look in magazines. Even Elle, who is awfully pretty in real life, is like 10 times more glamorous in the pages of magazines. The boy stepping out of the farmhouse now. I've seen him in magazines and on websites and acknowledged that he was good looking. Sure, I like boys, I have eyes. There's no doubt he's an attractive example of his sex, but that does not prepare me in any way at all for seeing Prince Sebastian in the flesh. He's tall, his entire upper body is so perfectly V-shaped that I think geese probably study him to get their flight formation just right. He's wearing a grey long sleeve shirt and jeans that were clearly crafted just for him, possibly by nuns who've devoted themselves to the cause of making boys look as sinful as possible, so the rest of us will know just how dangerous they are. It's the Formation of Geese thing that gets me. 4 out of 5 stars. Funny. The next book I read was, again, another Maria V. Schneider book. I'm gonna get sick of me saying those words. Night Study, 5th book or 8th book, whichever way you want to look at it. This carries on from Yelena having her magic blocked, the commander feeling like he can't trust Valak, and there's a new assassin that they're kind of, is she on at their side, is she not? Loads of Ari and Janko though that I really did love. So I gave this another 4 out of 5 stars. It's great. Sick. People that tried to kill Yelena are all back. Of course they are. Of course they are. It's just her luck. I can't believe I haven't actually finished the series this month, but that'll be possibly something for next month. Anyway, I've forgotten the main bits of it, so. Next book I read, The Fate of 10 by Pittacus Law. I've been dragging out the Lorien Legacies series for the past 2 years. What book number is this one? This is book number 6. How do I introduce this? They are aliens that are now on Earth because their home planet was destroyed, and there is a bunch of other aliens called the Mogdorians who are after them, trying to kill them all. These Lorien people, special ones called Guard, who have powers, and so we normally follow John Smith, who was number 4. Bless me. Who in the movie was played by Alex Pettyfer. Yeah. Good movie. Sorry, that was really grim. Good movie, you should watch it. And so this one, spoiler, whilst I hold it in this position, it is all a spoiler, so as soon as I move it down you can listen if you don't want to be spoiled. The Mogdorians have now officially invaded Earth, are trying to kill this like entity thing, which is like the living, breathing Lorien lifestone on Earth. Yeah, so basically trying to stop an invasion, and all of a sudden, this is the interesting bit, this is definitely spoilers, loads of humans have started getting powers yet. We don't quite know the extent of it. We know that they've got one, they've got telekinesis, but yeah, can't wait to continue this on when I get money to buy the next book. Gave that a 4 out of 5 stars, of course I did. And the final book that I read was The Elite by Kira Cass. Ha! I have a good memory. This is the second book after the selection. I read the selection recently, loved it, it was great. This one, not my fave. I gave it a 3. Do you know why? I have not read the next book yet, but I feel like so much of this book was just filler. It was just filler chapters that really weren't necessary. I think we started this book with 6 of the girls left and we end it with like 3. It took over 300 pages to get rid of 3 girls. That's 1 girl per 100 pages. You don't need that. You know, it's unnecessary. So I do not have the 3rd book in the series. Ironically, I've got the 4th and the 5th. I've kind of shot myself in the foot there. But I will be carrying on because I want to know what happens. The whole love triangle thing starting to get a little bit tedious now. I really, really want her to pick. I just feel like hopefully in the next one things will actually happen. Like, this is the thing, stuff happened in this. It kind of moved the plot along and gave us like background information on this like country and all of that shit, but not enough. But anyway, so not gonna lie, it was a bit of a dire reading month for me, wasn't it? I think I gave like 3 books 3 out of 5 stars, which is very rare for me. 4 is my like really, you know, quite enjoyed this book, it's a great book, and 5 is like, oh my word, insane, absolutely incredible book, everyone should read it, I would drop dead for this book. 3 is like not my fave, but wouldn't take back reading it, like it didn't waste my time by reading it. 2 is like, no, and I don't think I've ever given anything a 1. Oh, I would give, not even a 1, I would give The Crucible a 0, but that is, oh, that was back in GCSEs, Alice, you're in the 2nd year of uni, you don't need to think about that awful time. I am going to go. My best friend Lily goes away for nearly 3 weeks in October, so when she's not here I feel like I'll definitely have to fill my time with books because I've become so dependent on Lily, it's honestly ridiculous. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any books that you would recommend to me, or you want to know any more about those books, or if you've read those books and you are interested, if you've read any of those books and you want to chat about it, please feel free to do so in the comments below. I love you all so much. I hope you've all had an amazing day. Hopefully your day is, actually no, my day's been quite good today. My day's been quite good today. I hope your day is better than quite a few of my days have been. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Hope you had an amazing day. I will see you hopefully next Monday with another video. Bye. I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed. I'm gonna call Lily. She calms me down. Bye bye.